Hello guys, welcome to a new video. In this video I will share with you guys some interesting facts about Tomb Raider 2013 that you probably didn't know. So let's get started. There is a character called Steph that seems to have been cutted from the final game. In the early demos, Lara finds a corpse and says her name.
Oh god, Steph!
Later, she also says that Matthias was the one who killed Steph.
He took Sam!
Who took Sam?
A man, like the one who killed Steph!
But in the final version of the game, she doesn't say her name anymore.
Oh god, no. What is this place? What happened to you?
But you still can play with her in the multiplayer mode. Why did they remove her? Nobody knows. But it was probably because they already had a lot of characters and maybe there was supposed to exist a section of the game that was passed in the ship and we would have the opportunity to know her better. In one of the early trailers, the first encounter with Matthias was completely different. We see him as an enemy that kidnaps Sam. Also, Sam has an orange in her hand for some reason, instead of the walkie-talkie.
Lara, you're alive! Hey, Lara!
Make it so long.
Apparently, there are trophies with the names that were taken from the Tomb Raider forum threads. These trophies are the Historian, Relic Hunter and Archaeologist. In the first video that Lara watches, there is a part where it isn't Sam who is recording because she and all other characters appear in the video. So, who is recording?
Come on, tackle it! No, it's your chance!
How can you suggest I'm not serious about this expedition, Lara? It's not just Sam's family funding us. I put my savings on the line, too.
We've all got some kind of stake in this. The funding won't last forever, Whitman.
In the demo, presented at E3, we can see a ball with a face. This is a reference to the 2000 movie Castaway, where the main character used that ball to create his imaginary friend named Wilson. Unfortunately, in the final version, it was removed. Roth firing the dual pistols against the wolves may be a reference to Tomb Raider 1, where Lara does the same. Also, after Roth's death, Lara was supposed to start using the dual pistols. There is a trophy with the name Unfinished Business, which can be a reference to the expansion of Tomb Raider 1 that has the same name. Sam's backpack looks like the classic backpack. The demolition outfit seems to have been inspired by Ripley's outfit, the protagonist of the first 4 Alien movies. The Sure Shot outfit was also inspired by a character from the 3rd movie of Blade. Another inspired outfit was also the Guerrilla that was just like one of the characters of the movie Predators uses. In the 2011 demo, when Lara gets out of the scavenger den, you see more boats than in the final game. In the first scene, it is believed that the person that saved Lara was Jonas, because of the bracelet on his arm. Another thing that makes me think it was him is because he tells in a diary that his brother drowned and he couldn't save him. I think Crystal said at some point that the person that helped Lara was going to be important. There was a deleted section where Lara would use a turret. It's believed that would happen almost at the end when they are at the boat that has the turret, just before saving Sam.
Get on that truck. We need to protect the boat.
But there's too many of them.
I'll be careful about taking this way. That's the only way out this way.
All right.
There's only one more! Move in! Take her out!
I'll kill all of you if I have to. The bastards won't stop. Wait. What the hell?
In the ending scene, the ship has the same design as Amanda's ship from Tomb Raider Underworld. Apparently, we could play in a sequence on the Endurance. In the picture, we see Lara without pants, which makes sense since it was an unexpected event, but it's still a bit weird. And at the end of the corridor, we can also see Sam. There is a painting of Himiko in real life made by Yasuda Yukihiko. She has a necklace that resembles the center part of the one that Lara has. Supposedly, Lara would find it on the island and Sam would have one too. In the alpha stage, Lara would see the map like this. Lara would have side missions where she would help castaways. It looked like you could see how many days had passed in the main menu that would change the picture each day. Some players found files in the game that had a bar meter to let us know how hungry she was, which makes sense because they highlight the fact that Lara killed a deer to eat, but then we really don't need to kill them to progress, so that part is a bit weird, so it makes sense that was something that was removed. Sam was meant to die at the end of the game. Lara would have to sacrifice her, but the testers found it too depressing and that was changed. Lara would find a hunter that wanted her to hunt some deers for him. In exchange, he would fix a bridge for her to progress. And you can hear the audio in a YouTube video that I will leave the link in the description. When Lara gets the climbing axe, she says, "I can climb this," just like in Tomb Raider Angel of the Darkness.
I can climb this.
I can climb this.
In the mountain village, when we are looking for the pilot, there are two enemies that after talking, they start running and supposedly fall. But if you go back, they respawn again. This is really weird, and I don't know if it was supposed to be like this. I don't think so.
Come on, we gotta get back.
Shut up and let me finish. All right, let's go.
So what's the first thing you're gonna do if you ever get off this rock?
Eat a good meal?
Goddamn. Yes. What's it gonna be?
A burger, some greasy fries, and a cold beer.
Oh, that sounds so good. What about you? I just want to sleep in a bed. In a room with fucking air conditioning.
Yeah, I hear that, brother.
I can't think about the outside world. We're never getting out of here.
That's the only thing that keeps me going.
The big guy that we fight in the Endurance has a bunny plushie that seems to be a reference to a side story of Tomb Raider about a prisoner in a geothermal cavern and his family. I'm not going into details about that story, but if you are interested, tell me in the comments and maybe I will do a video about it. Also, in the Endurance, in Lara's room, we can find an octopus that is probably a reference to the Kraken in Tomb Raider Underworld. We find there again a backpack similar to the one that the classic Lara uses. When we collect the final GPS cache, we hear the classic sound that Lara used to do when she found the secret.
Aha! There's a note inside. Aha!
This Tomb Raider game seems to have taken a lot of inspiration from a horror movie called The Descent. When we start to compare scenes, Lara getting out of the cave looks similar to the ending of the movie. The main character of the movie uses a torch, a climbing axe, and an outfit just like Lara. There is also the famous scene of falling into a pool of blood that was from this movie. But the way that Lara gets out seems similar to a scene of a movie called Apocalypse Now. Instead of blood is mud. In a part of the movie of Descent, there is a woman that uses a zip line just like Lara. A funny thing is that there is also in the first part of the movie a reference to Tomb Raider.
I'm an English teacher, not fucking Tomb Raider.
I also believe that the part of the game where Lara falls and gets injured in the beginning of the game was inspired by a scene from a movie called The Ruins. The scenes are very similar, and in early stages Lara would get injured in the leg instead of the belly, just like the woman in the movie. The scene before the parachute may have been inspired on the Jurassic Park The Lost World movie. In one of the early trailers, we can see some interesting moves that didn't make into the final game. And those are all the facts that I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you liked them. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, share the video, leave a comment to tell me which one of these facts you already knew and the ones that you just discovered now by watching this video. And all that is really important for me because it took me so many hours to do this video. I think it was the most time-consuming video I ever done. So many hours of research and organizing the ideas and getting the clips and doing the narration and editing, all that. It was really time-consuming, and all that support helps me to grow the channel and do more videos like this one. So yeah, I count on you guys. So until next time, bye bye.